guests, bienvenidos. Vamos a empezar con nuestra ceremonia. Students, if you can hear my voice, put your hand on your head. If you're excited, put both of your hands in the air. Wow, look at that level of excitement. Whoa, guests too, and me too. Woohoo! So we are here for a very, very special event. Today is the day that what, students? What happens today? We get our iPads. It's an amazing day for us, right? And can you point to the people who gave us the iPads? Do you know where they are? That's right! Apple! Will you please stand and be recognized? Apple Retail, Apple Team. Padres, estas son las personas que nos trajeron nuestras cajitas mágicas. Así que muchas gracias. With the Apple team, we have Michelle Gadris, Katie Van Fly, Eric Williams, and all of the Apple retail store from Valencia. So thank you so much for being here. We have many special guests in the house, so I'm going to recognize you. When I call your department or your name, please stand. We also have Piru Neighborhood Council in the house. Please wave. We have Fillmore Fire Department. Piru. We have Chief Wareham and some of his officers here. We have the Ed Services Department. Please stand and be recognized. We have food services, right? Do they make their way out? No? Okay. Technology Department. Do we have any principals in the house? No? Oh, me. We have our assistant soups here, Martha Hernandez at Services. Andrea McNeil, Business Services. And I don't think I see Stefan, but Stefan Stefanovic, Human Resources and People Services. But we have Human Resources here, Mr. Todd Shepperly. We have our maintenance department here, Mr. Gama Aguilar. And then we get to our very special guest, starting with Dr. Adrian Palazuelos. Thank you so much. We also have our board of trustees here, Mr. Scott Bailey. Please stand. Lucy Rangel, Sean Morris, and Kelly Cow. Thank you so much for joining us. It means a lot. We also have somebody from City Council. Thank you for being here. And then our very special guest, Mr. Stanley Mantu, Superintendent of Ventura County. Thank you so much for joining us. And we have some representatives. We have Field Representative Arturo Burciaga Alcala from Congressman Julia Brownlee's office. And Michael McDonald, representative from Senator Hannah Beth Jackson. Thank you. We also have Ventura County Star here, and they're covering our event. So thank you, because the publicity that you bring us is that much energy that my students will put forth for today and from then on as we move forward with our iPads. And with that, I have some students up here who are very eager. They have some thank yous to give to some special people. So we're going to go ahead and get started with Daniela Curiel, our fourth grader, who has some words for us.
Hi, my name is Daniela Curiel, and I'm a fourth grade student here at Piru Elementary School. I'm going to tell you how cool it's going to be here at school now that we have these new and exciting tools to learn, the iPads. The iPads will provide us with a new kind of education and will make learning so much fun. We will now have great access to science, math, and reading. Our teachers will help us how to learn how to treat these iPads really carefully and use the internet safely. We are really lucky to be chosen to receive this grant. I'm also so thankful to Apple for giving us this very awesome opportunity. I'm also thankful to Apple team for showing our teachers and staff how to use all the devices. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniela. And now we will hear from Adán Topete, our 5th grade student.
Hi everyone, my name is Adán Topete. I'm a 5th grade student here at Piru Elementary School. I am really happy and thankful that now we have the iPads. Not everyone gets to have this technology in their school. We are so who got chosen to receive this wonderful grant. This grant will help us in many ways, especially the students. For example, this will help us save money and trees by not using so much paper in our schoolwork. Aside from that, the iPads will also help us take pictures, find music notes for music class, and make research a lot easier. We can easily find out how to do experiments for science class and also find math pages that we will need in our math activities. Once again, thank you so much, Apple, for choosing Piru Elementary School.
Thank you, Adán, for those insightful words. And now we have our last student is Marlene Gonzalez, also 5th grade at Piru Elementary.
Hi, my name is Marlene Gonzalez, and I'll be talking about how the Apple devices will be helpful to our school. First of all, the iPads that we're receiving today will not only help our education, but also make learning fun. I think it'll give us a better chance of learning in many ways. I've been in this school for 5 years. This is my 6th year. Not only is it my 6th year, but it's my best year. When I heard we were getting iPads, I was shocked and amazed. The Apple Connect Ed Grant has given us this very wonderful opportunity for us to make learning better and easier. Once again, I want to thank the Apple Company for giving Piru School this opportunity. Thank you.
And I think you can see that the theme of our event is Thank You, Apple. I hope you've noticed our wonderful apples that we've decorated here for you. It's a recognition of Apple, of everything that they've done, so our students were able to artistically show you how appreciative we are of everything you've done for us. And now it's my turn. So I was at a training yesterday, and the trainer asked us to identify a turning point. As the leader of this school, I feel that receiving the Apple Connected grant for our school is a turning point. It will allow us to move forward with the mission of empowering our students with limitless opportunities by creating engaged, self-directed learners who employ creativity, communication, collaboration, and critical thinking to be competent participants in a global society. And that's our mission that I placed in the back. That's something that we will strive to work for every day here at Piru Elementary. You heard my students talk about the things they feel this grant will bring us from a child's eyes. I'm looking at this benefit of the grant from a more global level. To begin with, my students are being given the opportunity to become very comfortable in using technology and develop automaticity as they perform any academic task with a technological tool. This is a skill that will be essential for any competitor in tomorrow's job market. Another powerful advantage is that they will be taught how to seek knowledge instead of receiving knowledge, creating powerful, self-directed learners. This will also be an invaluable skill necessary in any professional field that they select or any opportunity they seek to pursue. Our mission is to develop students that work collaboratively, not only with their classmates, but with other classrooms across the country, experts in the field, and why not, even the greatest minds, via blogging, chat, etc. As we all know, through technology, there are no barriers. Use of devices also facilitate countless opportunities to use their communication skills via writing scripts, creating digital projects, presenting findings, explaining discoveries, just to name a few. In education, we're always looking for ways to engage students and create a passion for learning. These devices present us with a tool to do this. Just look at their little faces. Engagement is high. Inevitably, my campus will be filled with wonder as we introduce this technology and build, as we discover the potential that exists using these tools, and even more powerful, the potential to engage students to the highest level of critical thinking and creativity. No longer does the child have to wait for their hand to be called. They can talk to their partner, record into their devices, chat with the teacher on another continent. Nor do they have to wait for their teacher to give a directed lesson to complete the task. They can watch a lesson that the teacher recorded the night before, or better yet, conduct research and then record a self-created lesson that they've developed to teach a concept. Technology changes the old learning paradigm of teaching and learning for us and opens a world of opportunities. Today, our students will be taught how to use Google Maps to hover over a place in 3D. My teachers and I were trained how to do this a couple of days ago by our Apple consultant. I had never seen more wonder in a classroom filled with adults as we all hovered over the Eiffel Tower with our devices. Technology will create opportunities where the curriculum comes alive for all students on my campus, non-dependent on abilities. We will be able to differentiate instructions so that each child can receive what they need at their level in order to increase abilities. The possibilities of where we can take our students via the use of technology are endless. So yes, I would say this generous grant that not only provides technology for my students, state-of-the-art equipment for my classrooms, and knowledge for my teachers to educate students in a new way is a turning point for Piru Elementary School. It allows us to transform our campus into a school that places students first and teaches them to reach their greatest potential, prepared to confidently compete with others on a global level. So for this miraculous opportunity, I echo my students in thanking Apple for selecting our wonderful little school for this honor. Thank you. Padres, ayer en un entrenamiento que asistí, la entrenadora me pidió que pensara en un momento donde hubo un cambio impresionante en mi vida. Como el líder de esta escuela, siento que recibir esta beca para nuestra escuela es un momento de cambio. Nos permitirá seguir con nuestra misión que dice que vamos a apoderar a los estudiantes con oportunidades sin límite para crear estudiantes que están involucrados, estudiantes dirigidos por sí mismos, que emplean creatividad, comunicación, destrezas de colaboración y pensamiento crítico para competir globalmente. Mis estudiantes hablaron en sus discursos sobre cosas que esta beca va a proveer desde los ojos de los niños. Yo veo los beneficios a un nivel global. Para empezar, mis estudiantes tendrán la oportunidad de sentirse muy confortables usando tecnología para completar cualquier actividad académica. Esta destreza va a ser esencial para cualquier competidor del mundo de mañana. Este también será una destreza invaluable para cualquier área profesional que quieran seguir. Nuestra misión es crear estudiantes que trabajan colaborativamente con no solo sus compañeros, pero con compañeros de salones al otro lado del país, expertos en la área y hasta las eminencias en el tema. Porque, ¿por qué no? Como todos sabemos, no hay barreras en la tecnología. Uso de tecnología también trae bastantes oportunidades de comunicarse creando guiones, proyectos digitales como videos, presentar hallazgos y explicar descubrimientos, al nombrar unos cuantos. En educación, nosotros siempre estamos buscando diferentes maneras de motivar a nuestros estudiantes y crear pasión para el aprendizaje. Estas tabletas nos presentan con una herramienta para hacer esto. Miren las caritas de sus estudiantes. Invariablemente la escuela va a estar llena de preguntas al introducir esta tecnología y crecer al destruir la capacidad que existe a utilizar esta tecnología. y más poderoso es el esfuerzo que la tecnología va a tener para involucrar a los estudiantes al nivel más alto y el pensamiento más crítico de creatividad. Los estudiantes ya no tienen que esperar que la maestra lo escoja, sino pueden hablar con su pareja, grabar su voz en su tableta, charlar con una maestra en un continente por el internet, ni tienen que esperar que sus maestras los dirijan para completar una tarea. Pueden mirar una lectura que la maestra grabó la noche anterior, o mejor pueden conductar una investigación y después crear su propia lección y crear sobre ese concepto. Tecnología cambia en manera de pensar para nosotros y abre un mundo de oportunidades. El día de hoy, nuestros estudiantes aprenderán cómo utilizar la aplicación de mapas para mirar lugares en 3D. Mis maestras y yo tuvimos esta experiencia hace unos días con un representante de la compañía de Apple, quien nos mostró cómo utilizar esta aplicación. Nunca he visto tanta maravilla en una aula llena de adultos cuando exploramos el Eiffel Tower. La tecnología va a crear oportunidades donde el currículum se hace realidad para todos los estudiantes, independiente de su habilidad. Las posibilidades de donde podemos llevar a nuestros estudiantes vía la tecnología no tienen límite. Y yo diría que esta beca, que no solo ha dado a mis estudiantes un iPad y a los maestras tecnología, también nos ha traído una nueva esperanza para nuestros estudiantes. Así que, así como nuestros estudiantes que le están dando gracias a la compañía de Apple, yo también tengo mucha gratitud para la compañía Apple por esta maravillosa experiencia que nos están dando. Gracias. Continuamos con el señor Adrián Palazuelos, nuestro superintendente.
Un aplauso for Ms. Vides and all her work, please. So boys and girls, I'm going to concentrate on you today, okay? Raise your hand if you want to be a teacher. Raise your hand if you want to be a firefighter. Raise your hand if you want to be a police officer. Ooh, I like that. Raise your hand if you want an iPad. There you go. So boys and girls, I'm going to tell you right now, we are so proud of you because you can go ahead and put your hands down. We're so proud of you because you are going to have an experience that no one else at Piru's ever had. Okay? We talked to this group almost a year and a half ago about bringing the iPads here, and I will tell you that it has been a long process. But we're so thankful that we took as much time as we did so that the adults and the staff could learn how we can help you. Okay? So today is the day that you begin to use new technology at Piru, and all of you are going to be the founding students for the iPad rollout at Piru Elementary. Are you guys excited? Yeah! How many of you are going to look up Dodger Stadium? Raise your hand. I know I am. I want all of you to know that the people who are around you, your parents, the adults, the staff, these great people from Apple, every one of them wants one thing from you. They want your very best. They want you to know that this technology is just one tool that you can use for reading, that you can use for math, that you can use for math, that you can use for math. We want you to work on math, okay guys? But you can use this tool for a lot of different things. But just remember one thing. All of you have the opportunity to make something amazing, all right? So, are you guys excited? All right, I'm going to say a few words in Spanish for the parents, and then I'm going to turn this over because we want to get you using these devices, right? Damas y caballeros, padres y familia, gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. Como jefe de escuelas de aquí de Fillmore y de esta escuela magnífica, esto es algo muy importante para nosotros, porque sus hijos hoy día van a tener la oportunidad de usar tecnología que de veras va a cambiar todo lo que de enseñanza y de aprendizaje para sus hijos. No solo es el aparato, pero también el adulto, los maestros y todos los que trabajan con sus hijos. Para nosotros es algo muy importante que empezamos y seguimos en apoyar a sus hijos, porque aquí tenemos los futuros líderes de la comunidad, de la nación, del mundo. Y esperamos muchas cosas magníficas de aquí de Piru. Gracias, padres, por su confianza, y esperamos adelante que nuestros hijos van a seguir superando y enseñando este condado, que aquí tenemos los mejores estudiantes. Thank you. All right, folks, I'm going to turn over to your principal now, okay?
Okay, boys and girls, how many of you are liking the day? Do you think it was easy to have this day? No, there were many people that helped. You see all the wonderful decorations. You see your parents being here. There's so many people that helped Mrs. V put this together. So right now, you're gonna help me say thank you to them. I'm gonna call the names of some people. They're gonna stand up, and then you guys are gonna say thank you, everybody. Let's practice. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Say thank you, everybody. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna start with some thanks. First of all these beautiful plants around here are from Moon Nursery. So say thank you, Moon Nursery.
Thank you, Moon Nursery.
And then there's some ladies from my migrant office. If you can please stand. They help with all of the decorations and the planning. So say thank you, migrant office.
Thank you, migrant office.
And then we have our Apple Strategic Planning Committee. Please stand. They helped with all the planning, and they were here this summer, especially Mrs. Manley and Mrs. Sylvie. So say thank you, planning team. Okay, and then we have somebody, a very special person on our campus. Raise your hand if you know Mrs. K from the computer lab. She made the beautiful decorations that we have, and she made the slideshow for parents. So say thank you, Mrs. K.
Thank you, Mrs. K.
And then we have Miss Norma and Miss Brenda, who helped us with all of the planning. Say thank you, office staff.
Thank you, office staff.
And I have the most special recognition of all. I need the tech department to come up to the stage, please. Tech department. Please come up, don't be shy. All of tech department is needed up front. Robert. Gil. Martha. So, boys and girls, how many of you have seen these gentlemen around our campus? This is our technology department. If it wasn't, you would not have all of these iPads, because they got them ready for you. Apple sent them to us, and they had the work of getting everything ready for you. So can we hear a big, big, big applause for them? Boys and girls, on your behalf, because I know you're very appreciative, I have here an award for the technology department, and it says, we appreciate the commitment and dedication given to Piru Elementary School during the Apple Connect Ed initiative. So thank you so much, gentlemen, for all your work. Okay, but that's not it. There were 3 of these gentlemen that were so amazing. Every time you went home, they stayed. And they put all of these iPads together for us. So I want them to always remember that we will never forget everything that they did for our school. Can you help me? we have a special little thing that they can put on their desk. It says, "Thank you for excellent service to Piru Elementary School." So let's hear a big applause for Mr. Anthony Ibarra, the director. Mr. Jay Orenze, which was spectacular. And Mr. Jaron Dempsey just made being all of us. Thank you so much. What about another applause, boys and girls? These gentlemen are amazing. Thank you, gentlemen. And now we have our special guests if they want to come up and say a couple words. So from Mrs. Brownlee's office, if you'd like to come up.
On behalf of the Congressman, we want to congratulate Piru Elementary, and I don't want to keep up a lot of time. I know the kids want to play, so congratulations. We want to present this certificate of recognition. En parte de la congresista Brownie queremos presentar este certificado y felicitar a la escuela Piru, así que por parte de la congresista muchas felicidades.
And now Congress, Mrs. Jackson. This is where I start getting nervous.
Good morning. What an exciting day here at Piru Elementary, and it's an honor to be here on behalf of Senator Jackson. The senator wishes she could be here today, but unfortunately she is traveling, so she wanted me to be sure that I present this special certificate to Piru Elementary in honor of your continued dedication in providing the best education possible for the students of our community through the use of state-of-the-art technology, and for your classrooms being a place of creativity that will unlock the students' highest potential. Congratulations, Piru Elementary.
Okay, students, it's your turn. Are you ready? This is the moment that you will come and cut the ribbon of your iPad. Okay? So, do you all remember your cheer? So, parents, are you ready? Because all of the students have prepared a cheer for you. And we're going to start each class. Dorothea, you can come up, please. Okay, we're going to start with Mrs. You're very eager. Okay, we're going to start with Mrs. Berkwin's class. They're going to welcome our guests with a cheer. Mrs. Berkwin's class. And now Mrs. Berkwin and her representatives will come up and do the symbolic ribbon cutting gesture. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job. Followed by Mrs. Eichstead. Thank you, Apple. Hooray! And now her and her students will come up and cut the ribbon. 1, 2, 3. Hard work for Kinder. Cutting ribbon. Yay! All right, moving on to Mrs. Gross's class. 3, 2, 1. And now Now Mrs. Gross's representatives will come up. Yay! And moving on to first grade. Ready? Mrs. Lawton's class. And here comes Mrs. Lawton's class. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Yay! All right, moving on. Mrs. Gomez's class. Hey, what do we say? And here goes Mrs. Gomez's first grade class. Cutting the ribbon. 1, 2, 3. Hooray! Moving on to second grade. Mr. Morera's class.
Okay guys, go ahead and stand up. Nice and loud. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Apple, and this is Liv.
And here come our second grade students. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Hooray! Moving on. Mrs. Manley's class. Hey, stand up, guys. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Room 2 is cool. One, 2, 3. Oh, they did it! Hooray, they did it! Good job, Mrs. Matthews. Moving on to third grade. Mrs. Sylvie's class. Stand up. Ready? 1, 3. Third grade is awesome. Okay, here go Mrs. Sylvie's class. 1, 2, 3. Hooray! Moving on, Mrs. Shaker's class. Oh, does everyone stand? For Mrs.
Schaefer's class, please stand. Okay. 1, 2, 3, ready. Room 17. We rock and we roll. Woo! One, two, three. Hooray! Okay. Now for our upper gradesmen who have been waiting a long time for this wonderful, glorious day. We'll start with Mrs. Lau's class. Room 22, up. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Okay, Mrs. Laus and her representatives are coming up now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hooray! All right. Okay, moving on. Now we have Mrs. Silva's combination 4-5 class. Okay, 4-5, please go ahead and stand up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hooray! And our last class, our 5th grade class, Mr. Murphy's class.
All right, room 21, stand up, please. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh! Come on, don't let me be the only one doing it. All right.
How exciting for our 5th grade students to be the first ones to have iPads at our school. When they go to middle school, they're already going to have a wonderful advantage over other schools. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Hooray! Thank you, everybody. There's one more person who did so much work for this event. Mr. Carlos Vargas, if we can all give him a big round of applause for everything that he does to his school. Another amazing, amazing person that we have on this campus. Okay, so now it's time for the most amazing part. We get to go back to our classroom and we get to open up our iPads for the very first time. Yes, you're welcome to join us. Teachers, we're going to stand up one class at a time. You will stand, take your chairs with you, one class at a time. put it this way if you want.
What happened?
Two ways.
Let me look it. Look at what picture. I did it like this.
Eric, look around you. Very nice job. Good job. Table 1, table 6 is ready. Okay, boys and girls, before we start doing activities, I'm waiting for table 4, or is it 5?
5 here. 4. This is 5 over here.
Okay, I'm waiting for table 5. There you go. Okay, we're gonna do an activity with your iPad, but I need you to become to be active listeners, okay? So we have Mrs. D who's going to direct us. Please, eye contact to Ms. D. Okay.
Okay, so first we're gonna learn how to use your case, because it's kind of different, right? When you go to open it, it's a little bit. First, you feel a little difficult. You have to show it your muscles because it's really strong. So I'm gonna have you all open up your iPads.
Open this. Just use it. I can't open it.
Just open up your iPad. Okay, are you looking at me? Okay. Yeah.
So your iPad case is very important because it's going to keep your iPad safe. Sometimes we accidentally drop the iPad. We want to be really careful not to do that. But the case will keep it protected. Oh, see? Yeah. It's good you have a case on. So the iPad case will let us put the iPad, if we flip it all the way around when you go to open it, and you flip it around, this little square right here, it clicks right into the back. Did everybody see that?
Okay, did you see Miss D?
See how it clicks?
There you go.
I did it. Are we seeing that? Wow. What are you guys doing?
And remember, we have a green. The green site means go.
Yes.
Right? Means go. And those are sites that are just right for you. That's right. Just right for you. And yellow means caution. Right? You have to ask permission. Right? So those are those sites that, if you remember in the back, they might be asking you for your name, or they ask you for your address, or someone wants to have a conversation with you and you don't know who they are. Those are yellow sites. So you have to be cautious and you have to ask permission. So you have to talk to your parents. right? And then red, those are those sites that mean stop, right? That is not for you. It's for older kids or adults. You might have words that are inappropriate, and you know, stop. Don't go any further, right? So the ones we want to find are the green sites, right? The ones that are just right for you, right, Andrea? The ones that are just right for you. So remember the green sites, right? They are, they're for kids your age. They're fun things to do and see, right? Okay. Now, let's talk about how to take care of your iPad. We talked about this already, right? Be safe. You carry with 2 hands. You hug it and love it. Hug it and love it, right? And when you're at your seat, you're going to put them down, apples up, right? You're going to be responsible. Means you're going to make sure your hands are clean. Especially when you come in from recess. When that first bell rings, go clean your hands. I want no Takis, no Cheetos on your hands, okay? Nice clean hands. Always know where your iPad is. You are responsible for your iPad. Always know where you put it. And be respectful. Apples up. And look around. Everybody's being very respectful. And we're going to use our iPad. So right now, boys and girls, you are going to open your iPad. Alright, so let me show you how to use the case. Look up here and I'll show you. Okay, so we have different positions to put the iPad in. So it's edge to edge. So the big side goes to my big side, right? Big side to big side. We never put our iPads this way. Okay? I don't want to see you using your iPad like this. We use it edge to edge. And this is called landscape. Okay? Landscape. We're going to put it first in the reading position. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to put it so that the case is facing you. Open it up so the case is facing you. Okay, that's going to help us put it in the right position. The case is facing you. Turn yours around, Elaine. All right, now watch me carefully. Okay, Jose, the case needs to be facing you just like they did. Just like, look like Anthony's. That's what you need to do. Okay. Now, watch very carefully. Don't do it. Watch me first, right? So pretend I have it on the table like this. I'm going to pick it up. Don't do it. Just watch. Are you watching, Francisco? I'm going to pick it up, and the case is going to come. Don't do it yet. Come around the back, and see this part here? It just goes right there. It has a magnet. It'll stick there, and then you push this down, and it should lock, and you can put it like that, and that's reading position. Okay, give it a try.
They're going to be touching it, okay? Put it like this. Okay? Let's see. Okay, I'll help you right now. This is going to go right here. This is how it's stuck. And then these little bugs have to touch it right there. Move it this way.
That whole thing. You need to put your name as your first name and your last initial. So Rosie would put Rosie space P. Okay? Angel would put Angel with then a space and an A. Okay? Melanie's going to put Melanie and a space and an F. Remember, your first name and your last name start with a capital letter. To do a capital letter, there we go. go. To do a capital letter, okay, let me get into a keyboard here. When you are on your keyboard, okay, the capital letter is this up arrow. When the arrow is dark, when it's black, that means you're going to do a capital. So I would put capital M for Mrs. Sylvan. So it will start a capital for you. Okay? So if I put Miss, and then you want to make sure that it goes black again for your last initial. Okay? If you're having any trouble, raise your hand. Don't exit out of this. Once you have your name, you're going to raise your hand, and we're going to come around and check that it's correct. Okay? So you need us to check it for you. You may type your first name and last initial. Okay? And parents, if you want to help, you're welcome to walk around and help students. Good? Okay? Perfect.
Wow, it's pretty fun.
Yeah? Here, hold on.
Pretty more fun.
How do you guys feel about the iPads?
Good.
Good? Are they easy to use? Yeah? Are you excited to use them?
Yeah.
Yeah? What grade are you guys in?
First grade.
First grade?
Yeah.
You guys excited for them? Like, are you like excited to use them for like the rest of your school year?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We get to take them at different classes when it's the end of the parts.
Alright. And do you guys like typing on them? Like, do you guys like using as like a keyboard and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you guys like taking pictures with them? I saw you guys had a lot of fun taking those pictures.
Yeah.
A lot of selfies and stuff.
Yeah. Or videos, because I like videos.
Yeah? Yeah. We're here today with Miss Sylvie. And Miss Sylvie, how do you feel about the iPads?
We are so thrilled to have iPads in our classroom as a learning tool that we can use to advance our skills. They will help us with research projects, accessing information at the touch of our fingers, as well as to build presentations and videos and present to one another. So we are just thrilled.
Okay. And do you think this would help the kids more as they get older to use technology easier?
I see that technology has become an integral part of our lives and the world around us, and being able to connect to so many things so quickly. And I think that learning this tool is going to help students to have access to so many more things in their future if they are comfortable with using the devices and the programs and the apps involved.
Okay. And I came in your classroom earlier before recess, and I saw all the kids were excited. How do you feel about the kids' excitement?
Oh, they are so excited. They are thrilled. They're very excited to learn how to use them and to start getting to know them and start seeing how we'll be using them on a day-to-day basis in the class.
Okay. Thank you.